Hold on to your stale candy corn. Do I have a story for you? Last night, just like any other, I was on my 273rd perimeter check of the evening. You know, just a quick sweep of the yard, making sure everything was in its place and no security breaches. But apparently, the universe decided to throw a curveball, and let me tell you, as the leader of the Floofinators, I take my job seriously, unlike the rest of my team. It all started when I got that feeling. You know the one. The fur-raising, tail-twitching something's out there feeling. I called the squad to attention. Floofinators, to the door? We've got a situation. I barked, pacing like the highly capable leader I am. What do I get in response? Penny, also known as Sharkbite, who looks like she's been on a 12-hour nap marathon, groaning from the couch. Maybe we should stop calling her Sharkbite and call her Super Sleepy? LOL. Leo, also known as Roadblock, finally showed up, taking his sweet time, of course. He clomped over, managing to nearly take out the doorframe with his giant paws. What's up? He asked with zero urgency. Is there food? Focus. Roadblock? I growled. Honestly, sometimes I wonder how I got stuck with this crew. We finally got outside, and that's when I saw it, a shadow. It darted across the yard, faster than a squirrel on an all-night espresso bender. There it is, I shouted, launching into full pursuit. Behind me, Penny was coming in hot and Leo was, well, being Leo, which meant mostly just existing in everyone's way. I was closing in on the shadow when, surprise, Roadblock decided to stop dead in front of me. I barely managed to swerve around him. Leo, move your giant fluffy hiney? By the time I got around him, the shadow had slipped away. I chased it around the yard, determined to catch whatever this thing was. Penny was ready to chomp first, ask later. The shadow disappeared behind the deck. I skidded to a halt, my heart pounding. This was it, the ghost was right in front of me. I was about to pounce when the porch light flickered on, and who do I see lounging on the steps like he's the king of everything? Toby, Murder Mittens himself, looking at me with that trademark "you're ridiculous" expression. Apparently he was on mouse patrol, and was too busy to help because he just continued to lay there. Obviously it was up to me to save our home base of operations from this Halloween ghost still scanning the yard for the shadow. I knew I hadn't imagined it. Suddenly I saw it again near the fence, the shadow darting around, and I lost my shepherd marbles in 2.6 shepherd seconds. Penny was eating moths at this point, because of course she was. And then, the ghostly shadow leapt toward us, and my entire 5 years of life flashed before my eyes. It came out of nowhere, and I was just about to launch into action when the figure stepped into the light, and there he was. Stu, the cleaner. Standing there, tail swishing, looking way too pleased with himself. It took me about 2 seconds to realize what had happened. We got pranked? Stu gave a casual stretch, and I'm not sure if cats can smile, but it sure seemed like he was. He flicked his whiskers smugly, and seemed pretty pleased with himself. Penny ready to go back inside to sleep for another 12 hours while Toby, still lounging on the steps, was practically laughing at this point. I should have just buried both cats right next to my favorite unalived squirrels right then and there. Leo, who finally seemed to catch on, blinked slowly at Stu, wondering if maybe he was going to get a snack out of the whole thing. Stu just purred, walking off with the swagger of a cat who'd pulled off the prank of the year. So yeah, Super Shepherd had been outplayed by the cleaner. But you know what? Tomorrow's a new day, and next time, there'll be no mercy. Floofinators out.